Cracking, everybody. What's cracking? Welcome back to the channel. New video.
What's up with you guys? Let's see who all gets in here. Get this live.
How's everybody
started.
doing today? We're just making small talk right now, waiting for everybody to get in here because whenever we do these lives where there's no music, we leave them up, and we don't want to have dead air in the beginning because I know a lot of people will click off if they see us just sitting here waiting for other people.
Yeah, De Castro, what's up? There's it's a big case going on, Dubs. Biggest in the world right now. It's all eyes, all focus, all attention is on Tyler Robinson, man.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are in the conspiracy theory rabbit hole. There's other people that I don't know, man. There's so much going on with this, and it's not even a trial. I keep seeing people post it and doing the lives and everything as a trial. It's not a trial; it's a hearing. It's basically an evidentiary hearing.
Yeah, evidentiary. So they're presenting, the district attorney basically is presenting all evidence that they have to even take it to trial, basically, if it goes that way. Here's my thing, Dubs. This right here, what I'm seeing is the equivalent to the Lee Harvey Oswald of our era. Kind of where he's at with it. It's like,
well, there's a lot of people.
There's still conspiracy to this day about Lee Harvey Oswald, and I feel the same thing. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I believe that this guy might be the scapegoat.
Well, I think Lee Harvey Oswald, we all know that he didn't do it. It was the driver. The driver did it.
Yeah. He was involved to some degree, and I believe Tyler Robinson might be an extension, an extension of involvement. You know what I mean? I don't believe he directly even had knowledge of this, Dubs.
No, I do. I think he does.
You think he does?
Well, there's a lot of exactly, God's child. His roommate is his lover.
Yeah.
And supposedly the lover's DNA was on the gun.
Oh, wow.
I could see this dude being so infatuated that he's gonna take the fall. He's gonna fall on the sword.
Yeah.
For his lover.
And that'd be crazy because the lover in the situation has a lot of anger and resentment towards Charlie Kirk and what he stood for and what he said. Yeah. You know, and there was rhetoric that was put out there in that community. They were anti-Charlie Kirk. So, I mean, and if you look at what he said right prior to being shot, or if a device exploded, whatever happened, I don't know exactly. We don't even know at this point anymore. He was speaking on something. You know,
well, he was talking about gang violence when gang
violence happened,
and gang violence.
You know, yeah, it was.
His final words were on gang violence, and then it happened. Boom.
Yeah.
Put the mic down and sat back, and then something happened.
Something happened. Something exploded.
So my issue is this: for the people that believe the narrative that's out there.
Yeah.
It's a 30-06 round, hit him in the neck and didn't have an exit wound. A 30-06 hit that man in the neck, it would have took half his neck off.
It took his head off. Yeah.
You know, there's no, and then now they're saying that there was also a 223 round that was found in the area that wasn't fired, right? Now that makes sense. A 223 round is more like the 22 caliber of rifles, because that, like, for an example, that's the rifle used in the CDC. That round, it'll tumble, and once it gets to tumbling, once it hits something, it just stays there, you know. But it also can ricochet. Like, there's dudes that have been shot in the leg in CDC, and it came out somewhere else, but it's a bad round too, because it'll explode arteries.
Yeah. So here's my thing, Dubs. So you're saying a round was found, and it wasn't discharged? Was it discharged?
Exactly.
Was it just the tip of the round?
No.
Yeah. So that means somewhere in that crowd there was another weapon, or what are they saying? He had two weapons.
It wasn't fired, but it's just like when you look at like you said, the Lee Harvey. How you do? We're not trying to ignore you guys. We'll get to the comments in a little while. Like the Lee Harvey Oswald, they had the fucking, what was it? There was supposedly him in the book thing, and then there was the grassy knoll.
The guy in the grassy knoll, the guy hidden behind the fence or whatever.
But then there's new video of the old video, and you clearly see the driver reach back with his left hand and shoot
and fire around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
And when he
and
does,
it looks like he hands the piece to JFK's wife, and she passes it back when she leaned back. It looks like there was a lot going on there.
I know she saw exactly what happened, and that's why she tried to get out of that car.
Yeah.
If the round wasn't fired from inside the car, I think she would have just ducked.
Probably. She tried to panic and jump over she tried to get out of there to protect herself. That's her first instinct. You know, it's fight or flight. That was the flight instinct kicked in.
Absolutely.
Run and get away from there.
She's not a killer.
Yeah, but when it comes back to Tyler Robinson, I believe, like I said, whether he's directly or indirectly involved, I don't believe he was the shooter, or at least he wasn't I believe he was placed there to take the fall, man. And like you said, what would make a man like that take the fall? Love. Love makes people do mysterious things, right? And so a lot of people are not suspecting the lover in the situation who had a lot of motive, right?
No, there are people actually talking about it and have been talking about it.
Yeah, I've seen a few like Jesse on Fire. There's a few that are starting
There's a lot of them.
But there's a lot of people that are that truly and firmly believe that this guy did all this and then just walked away nonchalantly like nothing. Look, he's not a stone cold killer. This guy, he's not cool under pressure like that. He's a youngster. I think he would have been speed walking away from the situation. They actually have video footage of him walking through the center of people just like nothing. Like he was about as affected as everyone else was.
Yeah.
When you just do something like that, your heart's pumping, your adrenaline is going, your instinct is to get out of there fast, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is his significant, I don't know what to call this person, you know, without getting in trouble on this platform. So I'm just gonna say his significant
partner.
His partner. So his partner gave him up.
Yeah.
His partner gave up the text messages, and the question is, could the partner have texted from Tyler's phone? You know what I mean? Like I really feel it's a setup. I feel it's a setup.
Yes, it could have been something that simple. It could have been where it was a setup and now he knows and he's just willing to just ride it out because, man, if I'm in there for something like that, man, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs every day. Like, man, I didn't do this shit. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about, but he's just real calm. It's like he's sedated almost, as calm as he is.
Yeah.
Right? Someone who's innocent, Dubs, I mean, you went down for murder. I did as well. If you knew you were guilty, you knew what you did, you knew what took place. So there was a certain element to you that was like maybe remorseful at the time or not, but you still knew like, okay, I'm guilty, man. I got time coming. For someone who's innocent, they're fidgety, like fuck it, like they're trying to grasp for anything for help. He seems like he knows, you know.
Especially somebody who's not a criminal, that's not their lifestyle. I would think he would be going crazy. If you're actually innocent and you're facing that type of time, you would go crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For someone who's never been in that situation, you know, everything's new to him. Never been incarcerated, doesn't come from a bad family or that environment, no criminal activity, doesn't have a record. You know, no matter what your new ways of thinking are, like, you know, there's people that come from that background, they're rich, they come from a two-parent home, all that, and then they get involved in something like a hate group or whatever, right? And they become entrenched in that. But even then, if you're not part of that life and you're facing,
I don't know. I don't know if there's any proof that he was ever involved in any type of hate group.
No, I know I'm just saying that for instance, like when people are like that, right? You would, even then I'm saying that they would still show an element of, you know, they're not dehumanized. They're still human. They're like tripping, like, fuck, I could be locked up forever, man. Yeah, I believe in this group. I'm loyal to it, but fuck that. They're not loyal to me. I see no one helping me out. What I'm saying is, it seems like his roommate had more of a motive because they can't prove motive with this guy. Like there's no rhetoric.
The motive would probably be his relationship.
Yeah, he did it on behalf of his roommate because of the way that this guy talked.
Yeah. I don't buy that. And I don't know if we want to get into it, whether or not Charlie Kirk is even still alive.
There was a lot. There was a lot of shaky camera footage, and they took that camera down immediately. And
They
there was
they
just a
they
lot of
they took
conspiracy shit that happened
not only did they take the camera down, but they built over the cement.
immediately. Well, it looked from what it looked like to me. You remember that day we seen it. It was sent to us. We seen it. We were like, oh shit! When we
During
seen it, we
live.
both had the
We were
same
live.
reaction. We were
Yes.
live. Yeah, we seen it. We were like, whoa! But we were focused on the neck. We weren't focused on around the surroundings until shit started coming out. But people like what's her name, Candace
Candace.
Owens and Jesse on Fire and other people that are digging deep into it, they were focused on the right thing to focus on, which was what was going on around them. And
Well,
Dubs, what I noticed when he fell out of the chair and these people, it looked like there could have been like something under there, like a tunnel or something.
well,
I
here's
don't
the
know.
thing. Here's the thing. When you bring up Jesse and Candace, you gotta understand.
Mhm.
Candace believes he's died. Jesse
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay.
Candace believes that it was a hit, and she has focused more on the microphone cord. She believes they both believe that was utilized. They believe that was utilized in different ways. And she's focused on, so one of the guys from the security team that's behind him has a phone in his hand.
Mhm.
And as soon as the shot goes off, he picks up the phone and starts talking. And she said, you didn't dial. You
Mm.
didn't dial the phone. Who was on the other line that as soon as the shot went off, you put the phone in your ear, you took off. Boom, I'm out of here. So she's focused on that.
Mm.
She also focused on when you see when Charlie goes down,
Yeah.
there's a security guard, one of his security jumps over the table.
I seen that.
And takes something off of Charlie,
And then
hands
takes
it
the
to
camera
another
down.
hands it to another person. That person bones out with whatever that thing was. And people are saying it was the cord of the mic.
The device, yeah.
And they were saying, why would they take that? Then you have there's been footage of the vehicle that he was transferred in.
Mhm.
There's not much blood in there.
Yes, and there was a lot. We used to come out of his neck, pour out. That was a lot.
I don't know if there was this old, if you watch, what was it? The Vietnam Experience, I think it's called. It's a multiple part series. You can find it on like PBS or whatever, right?
Yeah.
There's just one part in there where this guy's walking and this other dude just goes up to him and domes him, fool. Hits him right here. Just puts it to his head. Every heartbeat that he had left, it just flies out every heartbeat.
Yeah.
His heart stops.
And it would. That's what exactly what would happen.
We didn't see that with, like, when Charlie dropped, immediately you saw just like it gush, but then it stopped.
Yeah, it was like if there could have been a so here's my thing. Looking at it from both ways. If it was an explosive device used around his neck, the force and impact just ripped it open and boom, it all came gushing out.
Mm-hmm.
Now he falls, so we don't get to see the pump or whatever, right? Now, if it was all planned and executed to get Charlie up out the way and he's still living, that could be a pack, a blood pack. Then that's why we've seen it just gush, and then that's it, no more after that.
Well, there's a famous Hollywood special effects guy
that was there.
And he was there, and they show a thing that he created where it had a thing, and it was a fake skin, and there was a neck, and it pops. And all the it's weird. I don't know what to believe. I honestly, I tell you guys, those of you guys that watch us all the time, you guys already know. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched anything on this. I just researched it real quick through Chat GPT to see what the latest is. Okay, Ben says it's called a squib. Okay. So there's and here's another thing. Trip on this. So when this first happened, right? You had the director of the FBI say whatever he said, but then he said, "I'll see you in Valhalla." Right?
Yes, that's
usually only an Odinist would say something like that, right?
Yes.
But there's a place, I don't remember if it's Sweden or something like that, and it's a CIA like safe house, and it's called Valhalla.
Yeah, so basically, like, I'll see you there.
So there's just a lot of weird things that, like, and you know, they're saying nowadays they're doing everything in front of us and laughing about it.
Well, yeah, everything is done in front of us, and it's and it makes people think. You know, it's just like the old school thing in prison, man. You know, the best place to hide something is right up under their nose, right in front of them. they're gonna find you in all the hiding places, but they ain't gonna find it right in front of them. They're gonna just move past it, right?
Oh no,
But yeah, it's kind of the thing. You're right. They're doing things right in front of us, or they're showing us in movies. They've been doing that for years, Hollywood, but they're showing things like, and it's conditioning the people as well, because people are like, nah, I didn't just see what I thought I seen, right? Like you always second guess yourself nowadays with like the AI and stuff. Everything you second guess, you don't believe nothing anymore. Back in the days, you see a video, you're like, oh, now everyone's like AI, even if it's real as fuck. It's you don't know anymore. Where you can't be positive, right?
It's in Greenland. Okay, thank you, Junior.
Okay.
Yeah,
And so yeah, that's crazy. That
yeah.
Valhalla
There's a
part.
lot of things. I don't know if he's alive. I don't know what happened. You know, there's always been the people have questioned what would be the point of him faking his death and all that, which is a good question.
Well, it could go. That
There's some
question's double
people
sided though.
there's some people that say the reason why he did that was to solidify power for the conservative base. There's people that have said that he was willing to make that sacrifice. I don't know. There's people that say that too. It's MK Ultra, part of the MK Ultra program.
Well, there's also a thing too where he, he was the things that he was speaking on could have put him in danger. Maybe they intercepted that danger and was like, "Hey, we could do something to get you out of here." It's got to be big.
Well,
It's got to be where everyone sees it.
those people that supposedly he had some new
You know
issues
who I'm talking about.
of course, and that's why I'm talking about it. Those people you can't hide from.
Yeah,
Everybody will tell them sooner or later what's going on.
they're ingrained in everything. Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that he did pass away.
Yeah.
And I believe that this guy, Tyler Robinson, is an active patsy. He's chosen that he's gonna be the fall guy. I don't know if he thinks he's gonna get some type of fame out of it. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he's doing it out of love. He's so in love with his partner that he did that. But
it's just pretty odd that they focused right in on this guy, and like you said, that his partner gave him up. And if his partner was truly dedicated to their beliefs, then they would have been anti Charlie all the way. And I don't see why they would do that. I guess out of a moral obligation, because they feel like, oh, he did something bad. And I just don't see it, man. I think that the roommate is more guilty than Charlie than this guy Tyler Robinson.
If you look at it like this, let's just speak in hypotheticals. Let's say that the roommate was so enraged at Charlie Kirk's beliefs that the partner was willing to sell out Tyler in order to get the job done.
Oh yeah, and that's what I believe. That's exactly what I believe. I believe manipulate Tyler with love and this and that to get him to do something, or to at least be involved in something. But that's just straight up saying that he did it. I've seen all these different videos where shots are fired from different directions, and there's just so much conspiracy theory with this case right here. You could look at it one picture and there's 100 different explanations for it. The way that this thing was done, if it was a true assassination or whatever they're saying, the way it was done in a way for these questions. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of questions, but no answers. So it was done in a way like right in front of everyone
I don't know if I believe that. I think I believe that nowadays everyone has a camera on them. Everyone's recording. And so whenever these guys if this is a hit, when they do a hit, every angle is going to be covered.
So where is all the other fucking footage? We're talking about a Charlie Kirk event at a campus, fucking 1,000 people in attendance. You're telling me that all those people weren't recording?
Not all of them, but it was more than that. And just to answer real quick, T-Zips, no, the roommate is cooperating. The roommate gave up Tyler Robinson, the text messages. And actually, I think the roommate might have testified already today or is going to, because I saw something on that. And I actually would listen to that, and maybe we do a second live on that or a video or whatever. But I just don't believe it was Tyler Robinson. I don't
either.
I believe he has knowledge of what really happened. I just don't believe it was him.
Yeah, and if he does have knowledge, he wasn't he didn't play the biggest part in this, man. I tend to believe that there was no shot fire. I mean, there was a shot fire, but I don't believe that shot hit him. I believe it was a device, just like Jesse believes. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with Jesse on that one. If you really look at it, it just looked like an explosive device. Who did it? I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. That'll never come out. That's some top government secret official type shit. They wouldn't let us if they know if they knew.
What's up 24/7 says it was a video deposition by the roommate, which was played today. The roommate said it was Tyler.
That's cold, huh?
This cameras.
They said Jesse believes he's not even dead. Gunner, well,
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
He may not be. I'm not sure. Hey, I'm an equal opportunist. I'm not sure if he is or he isn't. Right? I don't know at this point. There's so many conspiracy theories, especially with his wife, the way she's acting. Look, man, I've been around widows. She's acting very, very odd. Okay, she's acting worse than Bunny is acting with Jelly Roll, right? Already having a boyfriend 2 days later. Like, she's acting different.
What's up 24/7 says the evidence already showed this week proves it was Tyler without a doubt. Okay. I haven't watched any of it, so I'm gonna have to take you at your word. And maybe I have to go back and look at it because it's very rare to have something be without a doubt.
There's always a doubt in everything.
Especially this is only an evidentiary hearing, and a lot of stuff has been redacted because they don't want to poison the potential jury pool. So
and that's why you look at it. We're talking like we're not set in stone with he did this or he didn't do that. We don't know. And at the end of the day, he has to have his due process, right? That's why he's going to be judged by a jury of his peers or whatever. But there's just a lot of twists and turns in this, man. And knowing how powerful Charlie Kirk was, the type of person he was, he created a lot of enemies. You know, and that's crazy that a person like that can create that much animosity towards him and enemies just by what he's saying. And he wasn't doing it in a negative way. He was just keeping it real. That's when they say where keeping it real goes wrong.
Niner Cali Boy says you guys need to watch the trial, then report. There's no trial right now. It's a hearing. It's an evidentiary hearing.
Yeah, the trial hasn't started yet. We'll watch it though.
Side note, Kyrie says who wins in a boxing match? Eddie Hearn versus Dana White. Eddie Hearn does. Eddie Hearn actually trained. Dana White just hangs around these guys. He's not really built like that.
Yeah. So the evidence shown by the prosecution is pretty overwhelming. Yeah, it's going to be. That's the thing. I mean, they're not going to make it. It's going to be very overwhelming. You got to understand if there's a conspiracy theory going on, I'm not saying there is, but if there is, right, then of course the government assisted prosecution is going to be very on point, right? You know, if this is a setup, if it is, I'm just saying if it is, you think they haven't thought of every different loophole, like every different thing, every I is dotted and every T is crossed. They're definitely on their game. You know what I mean? If they want to set this dude up, it's not very hard, man. I've seen people get set up with less. Just, you know, and I'm not saying that this is the case. It could be just cut and dry. It could be he just fucking decided because fucking the way Charlie Kirk talked about the group type of people that he was involved with, or his lover or his partner or whatever, and he just could have got mad and said, fuck it, I'm gonna take him out. That's it. It'd be simple, cut and dry. But it just looks a little bit odd to me.
Yeah, Lali. Yeah, I honestly think, we should have did a poll on it. I think that more people believe that it was the partner than Tyler. Lali believes it was Tyler. I think here's the thing. It's going to get bound over for trial. There's no way it's not going to get bound over for trial, period. And as far as the evidence being presented, let me tell you guys something right now. Look, I went through a murder trial. Gunner went through a murder trial. The defense is not going to put everything out there. They already know, hey, this is going to trial. So the defense isn't going to put everything out there that they can, right? So it's gonna be heavy on the prosecutorial side, with their evidence, and the defense isn't gonna expose their hand and let them know, hey, this is what we plan on bringing up as our main defense. No matter what, these type of cases, it's extremely rare for the judge to say, nah, there's not enough evidence. So it's going to get bound over. Now, once it gets bound over and it goes to trial, maybe we will watch the trial. Maybe we'll react live to the trial. It's up to you guys. And it's also based on scheduling, because for us to sit on live for 8 hours a day, that's going to really cut into the content that we can put out, so we would have to figure it out. There you guys go. Gunner just posted the poll, and you guys, so I see on my channel I have 80 people. How many in here total, Gunner?
187. Tyler Robinson's favorite number.
So we got 187 people. Let's see how many people get involved in the poll and what you guys think.
Yeah. We'll definitely be reacting to the trial when the trial starts. Not only that, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I'll definitely be reacting also to the Sin City Manny trial, which if it goes to trial, we'll go that route. If he takes a deal, I'll be delivering what happened in content form on that. You guys remember Sin City Manny, man, the guy who killed Finney and Bubbly over a year ago, allegedly, in front of the Bellagio in Las Vegas over a YouTube beef. So I'll be bringing that back up because that's going to be going to a prelim trial here sometime late August. So
just so you guys know, those of you saying you don't see the poll, it's because you're on my channel. The poll is on Gunner's channel. You would have to go over there and vote.
But yeah, no, we wanted to do something on this. We see a lot of people doing it, man. We wanted to give it to you from an ex-convict's perspective. Hey, there you go, right? From people who've been around the court process as well as the prison process, jail process, all that. And that's why I say, for someone to be as stable-minded and as nonchalant as Tyler is, because I've seen a couple of the clips and I've seen a few things, especially with Jesse on Fire. Make sure you guys tap in with Jesse on Fire, man. That's a good channel right there to watch, right? Mm-hmm. But I've been seeing a little bit of what he did. I went and peeped it out, and that dude Tyler Robinson just doesn't have a lot of concern. And for someone who's innocent, I'll be yelling at the top of the mountain.
Well, it's like what I think it was Junior said in the chat. We don't know if he's on medication right now.
Could be.
He could be
sedated,
Thorsing out the game right now.
Yep. Yeah, he could be. He could be. You would think that. I don't know how his mental health was prior to that. Just looking at him, he strikes me as someone who might have went through some things. Maybe not physically, but mentally.
Okay, so you don't see the poll, Red Dog. So he has on there, type 1 if you believe. Oh, so what Gunner did was 1's in the chat if you think it's Tyler, 2's if you think it's the roommate.
Yeah, type 1 or 2 in the chat. Yeah, so it's like
I've seen a few 1's already.
It's on the screen. Yeah. 2. I'm gonna roll with 2 as well. I think the roommate has a lot more to do with it. I mean, to be so forthcoming with someone, I mean, to play the Good Samaritan role, and to me, it feels like I'm gonna go ahead and do this or do something like this, and then allow you to take the fall for me.
I think
what people do for love is crazy, man.
I think so far I'm seeing more 2's than 1's.
A lot of 2's, yeah. Yeah, T-Stacks. And that's probably the first one thing I'll tell you about incarceration. I don't want to say too much, no medical advice here, but man, those type of meds are easily given. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. It's not hard to get on some type of meds while incarcerated. Not at all, man. They want to ply you with whatever they can.
Ben, we can't talk about those people, guys, at all.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't. But, if he's truly dead, Jesse kind of got me convinced. I don't know. Jesse's a very, very smart individual, man, and he does his homework. That's one thing I'll say about Jesse. He's very even keel and open-minded. And for him to truly, honestly believe that, and he's done his homework, he's been keeping up with this incident ever since it took place from every angle, right? I mean, so far as the Dubs knows, he's told me that Jesse, has talks to some real people, like real behind the scenes stuff. And he, for him to honestly believe that, can't take it with a grain of salt. There is an opportunity. But I mean, they say Elvis, they say Tupac. I mean, everyone's alive. I think people want people to be alive.
They're all in Cuba. Let me get these two.
They're all in Cuba with no energy right now.
First, I want to get these two. First, Kyrie says, if Tyler gets acquitted, I could see some woods crashing out January 6th style, if not worse. I don't believe that whatsoever. January 6th was Antifa dressed as MAGA supporters. Those woods don't destroy the Capitol or riot or loot. They never have. They never will. That would be Antifa pretending and parading as MAGA. And then Blockchain World says, wait, no. What's up 24/7? The DNA experts showed 95% of the DNA on the towel and rifle were Tyler's. Only 5% was the roommates. That convinces me even more. Yeah. Check this out. I'll give you an example. Mm-hmm. The night I caught my case, right? I shot, boom. I'm running back into the apartments to get rid of the gun, right? I put the gun in my shirt and I'm wiping off the gun. I'm wiping my fingerprints off the gun. And my homeboy said, hey, I'm going to need that for tomorrow. I handed it to him, so he had to grab it by the butt. Now your fingerprints are all over it. Scandalous, but that's what people do when they're guilty. So for 95% to be Tyler and 5 to be the roommate wiped everything clean.
Yeah.
That's all that tells me. I'm going to look at it from a criminal's point of view.
Yeah. Why is your DNA or your anything on that period? Now, they live together, and so no, man. That's not the truth. That means at some point in time, that roommate touched that gun. At some point.
No, but I'm saying the person that did something with a certain weapon and knows this is that weapon, they're gonna wipe everything off of there.
100%. Yeah,
that right there tells me that's even more. It's fucking the roommate.
Yeah. And so as far as the January 16th, let me explain to you guys something, man, because I seen something in real life with my own eyes. I went to the when they were having the protests and all that. I put videos on it between Antifa and the MAGA supporters and all that with my own eyes. I was there live interviewing people, doing my thing, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you guys, God is my witness, man. The Antifa side, the liberal side was wild. It was crazy. It was rocking. It was like they were dressed ready for war. Like they were, every time a cop went anywhere on the streets, they were going crazy, throwing shit. Like it was crazy. And then on the MAGA side, which was directly across the street, they were handing out waters to people. They had music playing real low. It was like, I'm telling you, they were like, it was very calm on their side. Very calm.
Well, and to add to that, there's footage, video evidence of Antifa leaders dressed in MAGA stuff and Capitol Police letting them into the Capitol. There's proof of that, right? There's also the Nancy Pelosi's daughter did that little documentary where Nancy Pelosi basically admitted guilt because Trump did offer her 20,000 troops. She said, no, we need them. So there's a lot of stuff. I don't want to get into all that stuff, but yeah, there's no way that if there's going to be rioting and stuff like that, believe me, it's Antifa. Then they fly in to get their money.
And I'll tell you guys this too, also, and I have it documented. I have film on it, right? I was right there, so I'm talking to both sides. I'm down the line. I'm giving both the opportunity to speak on whatever they speak on. If you watch the videos, I got into an argument with one Antifa guy. He just wanted to fight everyone until the fight was coming. But I literally watched the leader of the MAGA group there talk to his people and said, if any of you guys disrespect any of these people, come at him crazy or do anything, man, you're gonna have to answer to me. And he walked over there, and there was a lady that was the leader of the Antifa group, right?
Okay, yeah, because
he walked over to her, extended his hand. Yep.
Yeah, you said he was the leader of Antifa. You meant MAGA.
I mean MAGA. I'm saying he's the MAGA leader. The woman was the leader of Antifa. They're all the fucking same. They're all fucking out there protesting for nothing. Nothing's gonna get done with protests. But they go out there And this dude extended his hand to her, and they smoked a joint together. True story. And no one fought that night until the cops came out and then they threw bottles at him again on the other side. But
that's just crazy.
Yeah, for nothing. All they were trying to do is clear the street because cars were trying to get in the facility, you know, but they were blocking it. And I was just like, I got maced and everything too, the pepper spray. And I was just like, damn. But that's how it was, man. That's the truth.
Hannibal said Trump was president. Trump had been on his way out. Remember, he had lost he lost the election somehow. But he says Trump was president. So was Trump FBI attacking the Capitol? No. Trump offered troops. Again, Trump offered 20,000 troops to make sure that everything was going to be okay. Nancy Pelosi said, nope, we don't need them.
Yeah, she was not going to.
What's up, DK? How you doing? DK,
that incident is long gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that incident's long gone. The thing at hand right now is Tyler Robinson, and it will be bound over for trial. And
absolutely,
it's just. I mean, will he be convicted? More than likely. You know, people are, he'll get acquitted. How? I don't see how. Right? If he's a patsy, if they got who they wanted for this crime, whether he's guilty or not, he's going down for it.
That's a fact, Jason. Hannibal seems to think that they were working for Trump. They were not working for Trump at all. They were working for the deep state. Fucking P-Town is already getting started.
Maybe.
Yesterday, he's like, I'm fucked up.
Yeah. Let me see.
Okay, look at what's up 24/7. Back to the live. Mm-hmm. Dubs, the screwdriver that was found on the rooftop where the shot was fired also had only Tyre's DNA on it. Perfect. Yeah, let me kill somebody and leave a screwdriver with my fucking fingerprints all over it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I'm not trying to belittle anybody, right? Yeah, we live in a bubble. You're stuck saying the same thing. If you don't like what we have to say, big dog, it's okay. We can have a difference of opinion. But we don't need to get the personal attacks. You need to live in a bubble. Sure, we do. But again, if I'm committing a capital crime, look at, I'm not spitting anywhere. I'm shaving my whole damn body because I know how DNA works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm seriously plotting something that big, I won't have any hair on my body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking anything extra I don't need, and I'm not leaving anything behind.
Yeah, he went to a restaurant. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have, and again, he's not a criminal, so he doesn't, but to go eat and just act like nothing, I don't know, you know. I don't know. It's really a trip. This is one of those cases where it's just can't go wrong either way, man. Anyways, with that being said, man, we thank you guys. We appreciate everybody, man. If you guys want to watch the recap on this, if you missed any of it, it's going to be on mine and Dub's channel. So it will stay up. Make sure that you guys watch and let us know, man, your thoughts in the comments. What do you think's really going on? Hey, I send mine to you. What's your name, Hannibal? It's all good, bro. We could agree to disagree, man.
Absolutely.
It doesn't. At the end of the day, bro, hey, it's not going to make eggs go down or gas go up or vice versa. So we're still going to be broke. Thank you. Appreciate everybody.
Email me a pack of Riz. And by the way, before we go, I have a video dropping on this channel right after the live. And it has to do with a video that Gunner did. Make sure you watch Gunner's. It has to do with Wes Watson's attorney is trying to fight against the plea agreement.
Yes, I'm going to be re-dropping mine. I had to re-edit it, so it's going to be dropping after Dubs later on. So make sure you guys watch Dubs and then watch mine. They're both good, man. All right, guys.
All right, guys.